Mag-express tayo ng feelings, pero dahil sa mga stress ng buhay, ito yung mga dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng drifting apart ang mag-asawa. There's always a tension between a husband and a wife about the connection that both have, maybe, probably, that they don't have. Ano ba yung nagkukos? Ano ba yung pwede nating gawin? Yun ang dapat natin pag-usapan. We are going to talk about
keeping yourselves connected, both physically and emotionally.
In a marriage. Ang isang marriage naman, we all desire to make it strong, but it is also built on both emotional and physical intimacy. Pero dahil sa mga stress ng buhay, ano ba yung mga pinagdadaanan natin? Challenges, ito yung mga dahilan kung bakit nagkakaroon ng drifting apart ang mag-asawa.
Kaya naman, we'll discuss practical strategies on how, we can stay connected on both levels, meaning physically, emotionally, and then, of course, to deepen this relationship.
One of the things that we can do
is to prioritize, of course, quality time together. Sama nyo na rin yung quantity. You can have uninterrupted time. Set aside regular couch date. Kung kaya, budget permits. Why don't you go out of your house? Pwede nyong puntahan uninterrupted time to be together. Let's say, nag-short trip kayo o kaya nag-road trip po kayo. Make sure naman na you're still together, hindi yung you just change the venue and then you're still not connected. So the goal is to connect physically, emotionally. Evening walk, which is very beneficial, by the way. The key is to focus on each other without distraction. So this includes no cell phones. You can also add shared activities. You can cook together. You can watch a movie together. You can have a new hobby together. You can have emotional connections when you do things together, quantitatively, and of course, the quality of time.
Another one is healthy discussion. As a husband, learning about this, it's an effort for us to understand, okay, kailangan natin mag-usap. During a healthy discussion, mag-express tayo ng feelings na okay lang. Hindi siya masama or hindi siya dapat naging nakakatawa or isang bagay na hindi ako sanay na ganyan ka. May mga pagkakataon na talaga na it calls for it. If you're a husband, you're a man, feeling mo macho ka, di ba? Na it's okay to express your feelings to your spouse. Also, practice active listening. It's not only for the husband, but even for the wife. Binibigay mo talaga yung full attention mo pagka nagsasalita yung spouse. Siguraduhin natin that we will be able to listen really. Magkaroon tayo ng active listening skills can be developed para tama yung pag-validate mo ng feelings naman ng asawa mo. You can show empathy even if you don't always agree.
I-add din natin yung emotional support and validation because sometimes usually, sinasabi lang na, hindi, wala yan. Tigilan mo na yan. Hindi ka dapat ganyan ang pakiramdam mo. Hindi po. Let's validate that. And let's be supportive. Show your spouse that you are there. He or she is not alone. Especially during tough times. There will be times, maybe health issues, loss of a job, or maybe death in the family. You can offer comfort, understanding, encouragement, offer prayer. Prayers of encouragement. Napakalaking bagay po. Especially like for someone who's been working for a very long time, over a decade, and then suddenly you resign. So these are valid stages in life, seasons in life. So let's support one another, and there's a benefit in this emotionally. And of course, acknowledge and appreciate. You also express that gratitude to care for the family. You acknowledge that big or small, it's very important being validated, especially from your spouse.
And the next one is also important, rebuilding the trust. Na maging consistent lang tayo. Na maging transparent lang tayo. Na maging consistent tayo sa ating mga actions. Maging transparent tayo sa ating mga discussion. Rebuild ng trust involves being reliable and being honest. It is common to the both of you or to every spouse for that matter. You try to hide things, pretending ayaw mo kasi na mag-umpisa pa ang discussion o ayaw mo nyo pag-umpisa ng away. Well, all the more you cannot, it will be exposed, yung katotohanan and all. And then lalo patuloy na hindi magkakaroon ng rebuilding of trust. Isa pa yung forgiveness, understanding. Lagi naman natin pag-uusapan about the past issues, diba? Kung meron man ganyan, let's work towards forgiveness. Forgiveness or forgiving is also hard. Sino ba naman din tayo, di ba? Again, pinatawad tayo ng Panginoon. Was it hard for the Lord to forgive us? It takes time and effort from both the
Dalawa.
husband and the wife.
Together. Some practical things lang that we want to share with you. Some intimacy behaviors, tool that can help you with. Kung LDR po kayo, long distance relationship, please daily check-ins maybe on your chat or kung ano pa mo yung form, no? Spend a few minutes each day to check lang with each other. Kumain ka na ba? Kamusta yung break mo? Kamusta yung pakiramdam mo? Baka masama yung pakiramdam, di po ba? Daily check-ins, you just check on your spouse, especially if he's been really or she's been really working so hard during the week. So daily check-ins would go a long way. And then, small gestures. Yung mga affectionate gestures, yung mga minsan lumabas ka, may pinuntahan ka, and then you suddenly remembered, that's the favorite of my wife. Let's say, ensaymada, anything. Or simple gesture like a physical touch can reinforce that emotional connection talaga. So these are very practical. And as Filipinos, this is very natural for us to do these things, di ba po?
As we have just discussed yung sa emotional, ito naman yung paano yung sa physical. Number one, prioritize natin yung physical intimacy. Let's make it a priority. With some considerations, okay? Hindi naman siya all the time. Maging considerate tayo. So, ang daming factors, your wife's period, and pagod di ba? You cannot just force it, but prioritize it. You need to do something about it as well. So, you are making time for this intimacy. Just like the emotional connection, physical intimacy, it requires time and effort. Nasi-schedule siya. Definitely, you can do something about your schedule so that you can also prioritize this. Then, i-explore din natin yung mga desires natin, di ba? Or ninyo as husband and wife. There's nothing wrong about it dahil magkasawa nga kayo.
Magkasawa.
Have open conversations about your physical needs and your desires. Kasi understanding each other's preferences, it can enhance your physical connection.
Laking bagay, no? Physical intimacy is also the glue that binds you together.
If you consider yourselves as a husband and wife, then there is nothing to be ashamed about.
Yeah.
Number 2 is to create a comfortable romantic environment.
Wow.
I-set natin yung mood. Tingnan nyo yung surroundings. Sabihin, itsura ng bahay, kwarto. Be creative sa magiging setup. Again, i-imagine nyo na, no, as you are, para yung inyong physical intimacy can be more enjoyable and it can be more meaningful. As you create a comfortable and romantic environment, may decision din tayo, may option tayo to be able to reduce stress. Pag-usapan ninyo, work-life balance, because there is that part of our lives wherein, okay, teka lang, first and foremost, mag-asawa nga pala tayo. Again, find that time to relax.
Pag-aralan po nating mabuti yan, especially kung alam natin na it's going to connect us all the more as husband and wife. Reconnecting takes effort, but the rewards are well worth it. Ang bawat pamilya,
Ay may pag-asa,
happy spouse,
happy house.